Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Alyssa, and for today's video, I am doing my first ever tutorial using the Jeffree Star Bloodlust palette. Now, this is actually my mother's palette. I bought it for her earlier this year, and I came into my room this morning to film a makeup tutorial, and she literally barged up in here demanding that I do something with this palette because I have not done that yet, and I was like, okay, that can be done. Literally ever since this palette came out, the only shade I literally was like, I have to try it, was this Vile Serpent shade up here, this like gorgeous teal color. And so I decided to make that the star of the show today. I am literally obsessed with the shade. I'm not going to speak on it too long because you're going to see me freak out throughout the entire video, but this is the look. I'm super excited about it. I hope you guys are too. And if you would like to find out how you can get it for yourself, then let's just go ahead and get started. So we're going to start off, and I am going to just take a Morphe M433, and I'm just going to I'm just going to start kind of packing that Vile Serpent shade kind of onto my outer corner. And yeah, we'll just kind of see where this goes. I've never used this palette before. You guys know that this palette isn't actually mine. Ooh, child, okay. This is a palette that I bought for my mother. I didn't actually want this palette for myself, but she has requested that I use it. Holy crap. Holy crap. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. The pigment is there. Oh my god. So what I'm doing right now is literally, as you can see, I'm just kind of packing and pouncing this shade on. Crap. I cannot. I just cannot do it. So I'm going to hold there for just a second. I'm going to repeat this on the other side. So what I'm going to do right now is take a clean blending brush with no product on there, and we're just going to kind of buff the edges right here. I want to see kind of how it blends out and what this shade does when you start working it. Does a lot of it blend away or anything like that before I start laying down any other color? And then as you can see, I'm lightly bringing it into the inner corner a bit, just with that excess product. Nothing too heavy at the moment because I just don't know quite where I want this to go just yet. So I don't want to take it too deep. And as you can see, as I'm bringing it in, I'm not holding it as close to my brow as it could go. Again, just to make sure that I don't start too blown out if that's where I don't want to take it. Wow, you guys, I'm stunned by this shade. It looks ridiculous, and honestly I thought this was going to be a harder shade to work with. If I'm being honest, I really thought I was going to have to sit here and do a ton of work, and I think I've literally been sitting here maybe 3 minutes doing this entire portion. It's insane. So what I'm going to do right here is, because I'm looking for that point, as you can see, I'm going to build it up right here just at the like edge of the tape. And typically when I do tape looks, like I like to keep it higher, so instead of following the natural round of your crease, you would bring it around. I like to kind of pull it from about, I don't know what you call it, 3/4 of the way in, and pull it out like that so it is nice and sharp. So I'm going to do that just to make sure that I keep that shape that I'm looking for. I did it more on this side already, like that. And I'm going to blend that just a bit so the line is not super harsh. I think I'm going to start with Sworn Enemy because I want this to be the most out of any, and that's that goldy green shade. And I'm going to start putting this right here in the center. Let me get some setting spray. It's not bad. The color isn't what I was expecting, which from the swatches it looks ridiculous. Alright, so I would definitely say your finger's the way to go with this shade if you really want it to do the best, but I don't know why I thought it was going to do more. Maybe it's just alongside the blue shade, but either way I'm going to move on for just a second. I'm going to take the Pink Magic shade, which is this more purpley shimmer right beside it, and I'm going to just take that on my finger as well, and I'm going to pop that more towards the inner corner and hopefully not ruin the entire thing. I'm going to just take a small amount because I feel like I have little fingers until I gotta put them on my eyeballs, and then my fingers are fat. Holy poo, that's pretty. Wow. Wow. It is not picking up on camera just how insane these look. I'm gonna just grab another small brush just to do a little bit of detail work with that shade right there. And pull it just a little bit into the crease as well, keeping this look a little bit undone. And then helping mix it in with that green right there. Going back in with the brush with the green just to kind of tap it again over the purple so they mesh really well. Okay, and so I'm gonna go back in with the packer brush, the M433, not a packer brush, but that's what I was using it for, just to kind of even deepen up this outer portion a little bit more. I want it to be nice and opaque, really nice and dark. And then I'm going to just take that blending brush that I use and just again touch right here. Make sure that's all blended nice and well. I really like how it's going from like really blue to almost nothing, where like the purple is, making my eye look a little bit more open in that manner. So I think I may take just a tad of the Monarchy shade though on that blending brush and just use it a little bit, since I use such a brightening what do you call it, concealer to do my thing to make this look a little bit more natural in my skin tone. And I'm really just pushing that at the very top, yeah, just under my brow. You can see how that darkened it up a little bit, so it's not a stark difference since I am quite tan at the moment. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I don't want it to look extremely editorial or anything, but I think that made it match. That's really pretty. Okay, I'm gonna pull off the tape because I really, until I take this off, I don't know that I need to do anything else. Ooh, she is sharp. Oh my gosh, you guys, stop it. That blue, please creep in here on that blend, child. Look at that. Look at the blend there. How it literally looks like it went from that gorgeous, really dark, it looks like it could almost be black, and then just ever so slightly it fades dang near perfectly all on its own. Okay, Vile Serpent, you just come through like that, doing all the work all by yourself. That is beautiful, you guys. Oh. So I do think I want to do some liner on the lower lash line, and I have a couple options. I don't want to use black, but I do have both a blue and a purple. Part of me feels like to take the purple and just make it look a little bit brighter, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. So this is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide on Pencil in the shade Voodoo. These are some of my favorite eyeliners. I have mentioned this to you guys numerous times. They are stunning. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back in with that Vile Serpent shade, and I think I'm gonna start with the flat definer to see how it goes, and we're gonna push that right up along the lower lash line as well. You guys, it's so good. That is sickening. And I feel like I want this to be pretty smoky, so I'm just gonna go ahead and bring it all the way here. And I'm just gonna kind of drag it down a little bit once I do that. Very messy, as I'm going to obviously clean it up. My God, that is stunning. You cannot tell me anything right now. I'm gonna dip into it just a little bit, like so. Tap off that excess, and we're gonna start fluffing this out here just a bit. I don't want to bring this too much because I do think I actually want to use a little bit of purple, but I don't want to start with the purple on there just yet. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here called Blood Queen, this really dark, deep purple. That was them mixed together, if you guys were wondering. And I'm gonna take that on a Morphe M506. You guys know these are my favorite little blending brushes. We're gonna dip that in there. I'm gonna kind of coat the whole tip of the brush tap off that excess, and we're going to, ooh, we're gonna smoke that out. Ooh, 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 ooh. Mm-hmm. Taking no additional product on that brush and kind of bringing it into that inner corner a little bit, just so it's not a harsh stop. And then I'm gonna go back in with the blending brush that we've been using this entire time. Really just sweep it even more with a little less precision. Really get those fading together quite nicely. That's such a cool color combo. It really kind of changed it up. And it's kind of sandwiched since I did the purple liner. Pretty nifty. To do the inner corner, I am just literally going to use one of the same brushes, the Morphe M421 that we used before, and I'm gonna dip into the wet jewel shade, which is like the really, it almost looks like champagne-y, but it's like baby pink. And we're gonna use that for the inner corner. And I'm going to dip that and just put this just right here. Kind of fully cup the inner corner, as you can see, top and bottom. Anyways, you guys, that is all for today's video. This is the completed makeup look, and I love how it turned out. I didn't know what to expect, and I really like how it has like the purple vibes, but it's not, I wouldn't consider it a purple makeup look, which is what I was going for. And I just literally, I know you're tired of me saying it, but I cannot get over that blue-green shade. Like, how did he do it? Because that is like the most stunning shade I think I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm obsessed and I want to wear it for eternity. But anyways, you guys, I'm not going to keep you here much longer. I really hope that you did enjoy it. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the look down in the comments section below, as well as if you would like to see any other looks from the Bloodlust palette. If you have a specific shade you want to see, let me know. I definitely think something with the red could be super fun and super cool. So you guys let me know down below. You know, I'm always trying to do what you want to see, and I'm sure my mother would let me borrow her palette again if we all ask nicely. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you did like the video, please give it a thumbs up. That definitely does help me out. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do post new videos every Tuesday and Friday, and if you hit that notification bell, you will never miss an upload from me. And last but not least, you can also come follow your girl on Instagram at AlyssaNPope, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!